Alright, here we are on a beautiful Roanoke, Texas day. And on several cars inside here at a collection. Very special here, 1950 Mercury Resto-Mod wagon. Nicely done, very tastefully done. It's like a piece of jewelry. We're going to walk around and tell you about it like we usually do. Finished in a beautiful glass red, custom mix. We actually know a lot of the history of this car. Oftentimes cars will transfer from one collection to the next. And this is the case with this. We've handled this car before, so feel free to give us a call and we'll talk about it more with you. Anyway, beautiful, like a piece of jewelry. This gentleman in his retirement years that did the restoration would spend hours clocking screws, a lot of powder coating underneath the hood. All the chrome on it is beautiful, finished in a if he didn't like the chrome, he'd send it back to the plater and it'd be redone. The powder coating the same way underneath the hood. A lot of smaller components are powder coated on the car. It's a body off restoration, body off frame. The wood is done with a clear coat and a lot of attention to detail. The finish on this car, you kind of get an idea there. It has a lot of power equipment on it, power windows. True spoke wheels with the Mercury center caps on it. Definitely will leave you speechless when you look at this car. Nothing like beautiful 50 Merc woody trim. You don't see many of these. There wasn't many of these woody wagons built. Underneath here is a very nicely done GM Performance 350 Ramjet, multi-port fuel injected, that has a Turbo 400 automatic with a Ford 9-inch rear differential. Has power disc brakes and power steering. Speaking of the power equipment we were talking about, nice Coker wide white radials that fill up the wheel well nice. All ash. Step back and let you take a look at it here. I could talk forever about this one. It's just really a special car. It has electric door remotes, so you can lock the car remotely. Door jamb to door jamb. Mentioned how we'd spend time with meticulous items. It has the finish on the firewall all the way throughout this car, almost all the way inside and out. You kind of get an idea there. The time was spent stainless Allen head hardware, door hinge bolts. The dash, very nicely done, smooth, same level of finish. Nice combo cloth, black vinyl. These door sill plates are actually powder coated down here. Has power windows, all the beautiful trim. All the garnish moldings are finished in a triple chrome, show chrome. Back seat has a high-end car cover that goes with it. It's sitting on the back floor right there. Shoulder restraint seat belts here. Doors just shut like that. There is a scuff on this white wall on this side. Indoors here, it really allows you the chance to capture the beauty of the finishes on this car. This hardware here, this is really neat. When we open the tailgate, we'll share it with you, but the same level of chrome here. These little things go down, and with the taillights go down with it, and those go down, and it kind of acts as a support for the tailgate. See the gloss on the wood versus the rear body panel. When you open the gate, this hinges up with the tailgate. All right, we get in the back here. Show the back, how it works, that kind of thing. You pull this latch, raise it up. I don't know if you can see there, but over on the right and left, there are, I'll show it with you in just a minute. There are screw locks here. You lock up this hatch here. Pull this lever release here. So all show quality chrome back in here. Even this woodwork on it. It's got the supports for the gate here that come down with their just hooked to the tail light. See, look at the finish there before I do that. See how that panel folds in there. See the level of chrome and finish here. High-end style carpet. We'll get you in the back here. This is a wicker basket that has all your wiring panel in it and your battery. So down in there it has a compressor for the air shocks in the rear. Can't remember what was in here, but we'll take a peek. Just basically it's a picnic basket. Comes with its own picnic basket. Boo boo. So that's a freestanding picnic basket. Out of here. This is a high quality powder coated rear deck panel here. And we give you a look at the headliner from the back view here. There you go. Dual exhaust. The bottom side of this car is a very nice restoration. Same attention to detail, the bolts and that kind of thing. Just said give us a call. Happy to spend time talking about it. If you're seriously interested, watch the video all the way to the end. This Merc emblem on the Glazert red finish on the steering wheel here. Door jamb. This has air shocks in the rear. So if you're going to load passengers in it, there's the switch for it to air up the rear air shocks. So the receiver for the keyless entry locks, AC, vintage air, controls, GM style compressor on the engine. Miles at the time of inspection is 561 miles at the time of inspection. Fired up here for you. Starts right up, runs wonderfully with that Ramjet 350 tune port underneath the hood, multi-port. This is the hood release right here. This is emergency brake release right there. AC blows cold. Lights on. Say hello to wipers. Get out and let you hear, Ron. Notice the chrome plating here that we talked about on the passenger side. Power windows, tinted glass. Radio, I don't think tunes was a big thing to him. It's an old style radio, probably a tune type. You'd want to put some Bluetooth in here. Relatively easy with a receiver nowadays. Sun visors. Exquisite car. Jewelry. Lights on. Alright, we'll get you underneath the hood here and tell you what we see underneath here and cover more for you. I know we mentioned during the walk around what the engine was, but we'll spend a little bit more time talking about components underneath the hood here. This gentleman had a special relationship, this restorer had a special relationship with GM, and he would order complete engines with basically all the accessories hung on them. He was in the boat industry. Serpentine belt, AC compressor, full tensioner, so it's all GM stuff, right down to the exhaust manifolds. It would be intake to oil pan, multi-port fuel injected 350 V8, turbo 400 automatic transmission, Ford 9-inch rear differential. But you'll see the level, countless hours was spent assembling this car, fit and finish wise. This finish underneath the hood is just the same as the exterior car, the glazurate red, custom mix. You'll see all these bolts underneath the fender here have nylon washers on the back so it doesn't mar the finish. A lot of them are clocked. Extensive use of powder coating. This is all powder coated matte finish. This is as a GM coolant recovery tank that's custom mounted to the bottom side of it. So that's the coolant recovery tank right there. All the power distribution panel for the car and the one in the back. But a lot of the power runs through there. It does have air conditioning. You'll see how up front it's all GM stuff. Power steering on it, custom air intake tube that goes into this plenum here, this box here. Powder coated, different, little bit different finish here. He would switch around with finish. That power distribution panel is also powder coated in a black. Electronic ignition. I believe this Corvettage is what I believe it is. Get you into the fender aprons down here. We'll fire it up here for you. This car is tight. You'll notice they used shrink type heater hose connections and build a custom heater hose tube here. Radiator hose tube. Bottom side of the hood. We'll fire it up here for you. Very nice. Starts right up. Still cold. Get to the undercarriage here. We don't have the benefit of a lift, but we know this car well, like we talked about. And we got it up on ramps here to give you a feel of the quality. All powder coated suspension components. Power steering, power disc brakes. Turbo 400 automatic transmission. Brake boost for power brake booster over there. You look at the rockers here. The finish on the bottom side of the rockers, just like the rest of the car, the frame's all been powder coated.
Snap a quick picture of it.
Flowmaster mufflers, dual exhaust. See the level of detail on it. Exhaust goes out the back. Again, the finish on the bottom of the rockers, you get the idea. Anyway, go to spudsgarage.com.